Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie, and thank you for watching this video, for clicking on this video and trying to figure what the heck it's all about. And essentially, I'm experiencing my George Bailey moment, as we speak, as a matter of fact. And I wanted to give you just a little update. I had purchased a computer, and it had been giving me problems for pretty much the last year. And then suddenly, just a matter of days ago, everything just started falling apart to the point where my external hard drive that contains we're close to 190,000 songs crashed. All my music gone. Sure, I've still got the CDs because I am the CD junkie, but a lot of those CDs along the way I've sold. And so there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be able to retrieve. I lost half of another hard drive. So this computer that's been giving me problems, it just seemed to be zapping everything that I plugged into it. And I realized without my music and without some of my software and some of my saved projects that I had on the external hard drives, essentially I was going to have to sort of just put my channel on the back burner. Now, I could still make videos such as this because they don't require a lot of storage on the hard drive that's left in this sort of computer that's, I don't know what's going to happen next. But I can create these videos and talk to people, and I can do it a live stream, in terms of going to somebody else's live stream. But I wasn't going to be able to really work on CD Junkie anymore. No more This Is Ski Lodge. No more, none of my Mixcloud shows, my radio shows. And it was pretty heartbreaking. I mean, I was able to, sort of keep my head about it and realize, you know what? Maybe my shows aren't that important. I love to make them because, as you can tell in any of my videos, I've got hundreds upon hundreds of videos on my channel. They're therapy for me, and they make me feel good, but it's not an ego-driven thing where I have to make videos. What it is I have to share positivity and passion and love for music and hope that somebody discovers some of this great music that they may have missed first time around, second time around, or 100th time around. What was important to me is to talk about music. I don't know everything, but I love to share the stuff that I do know. And there are people out there that I know that know 10 times more than I do. And it's not teaching, it's just sharing is really, really what it's about. I don't look at myself as a teacher. I look at myself as somebody who's here for the same reason that everyone else is to learn about music, to share that love about music, and just to have a good time and bring positivity. A lot of people don't realize that I purposely don't make videos about stuff that I hate. I can make hours upon hours of stuff that I'm not fond of or dislike or hate. And that's just in one day. I mean, every day I can make hours and hours of videos about that. But I prefer not to. I just choose to, you know what? Just share the friggin' thing that drives you forward. So here I was faced with, okay, I'm not going to be able to make any more videos. And at first I was thinking, like, you know what? I'll just deal with it. That's just the way it is. I'll just sort of take time, rebuild everything over time, save money, sell off CDs, maybe get a second, third job type situation. But I was kind of dealing with it level-headed. And around the same time, I was not feeling the Christmas spirit this year at all. And everybody knows how I'm Mr. Christmas. And I had watched It's a Wonderful Life just before Christmas for the 100th time probably. But this time it hit me. It hit me like a crazy. And, I wasn't in, oh, poor me, stuff like that. But I realized just how the character that Jimmy Stewart plays, George Bailey, would feel during kind of a bad point in his life. Of course, before he met Clarence, his guardian angel. And this year, of course, It's a Wonderful Life moved up into second spot on my favorite Christmas movies of all time, right after Elf. So this computer crash, I didn't go into that, oh, woe is me. Like I said, I was more or less, I'm going to have to deal with this, But then something happened. And this doesn't feed my ego as much as my confidence. Because if people knew me better, they'd realize that I'm just terribly insecure. Every time I put up a video, I'm going to take it down. And I say stuff in my videos that I cut out because I go, no, that's a little too revealing about my personality or my real life or whatever. But then one of my viewers and Facebook friends, Nadia D, when I posted on Facebook, said basically, this is what's happening, so I'm not going to be putting out videos. And I don't remember how I said it. You can go back on my Facebook page and look. But her and several other people just started saying, we got to start a fund to get him a new computer. Now, I know that a lot of people, the reason I didn't ask for this is because there's so many people out there in need of stuff. There's so many people going through. This is a really, really tough world. But the miraculous thing that happened was these people started donating to this fund. And within 2 days, they'd reached the goal, which absolutely blew my mind. Because it made me realize that what I do here is appreciated. And like I said, it's not an ego thing. It makes me feel better to know that, well, once I get back up and going and I do my shows, there's going to be people there that are going to be listening, and people there that are going to be watching, people there that are going to be supporting and paying attention. So I try to create a community of positivity. I don't say, hey, look, be positive. The underlying feeling in all my videos is love and passion for what you collect, whether it's music or maybe baseball cards or comic books or whatever. But it's also stressing physical media. You need this stuff because when you lose it, at least you have backups. And when Nadia set this up, and then what happened is all of a sudden, oh my God, this fund just starts growing and growing. And like I said, within 2 days, we reached our goal because I think they actually see worth in what I do. I'm trying to convince myself of that. But I think they really convinced me of that. And that's what I got out of this. So when all hope was lost, I wasn't crying and about ready to jump off a bridge, but I was in a position where I would not be able to do this for close to a year. And I'm so grateful that people have been so encouraging and so supportive that they've raised the funds for me to get what I need to get to not only make my videos, bring it back to where it was before, but to make them better. I think it's also going to make me a better person because I'm going to have more faith in what I do. I'm going to realize that what I do actually does matter to some people. There's going to be people out there that schnee, but that's okay because I have more supporters than detractors. But I wanted to take the time because I wanted to thank the donors, the people who have helped me. I've asked Nadia to end this campaign tomorrow, Friday, the 3rd of January. It's only been going for, like I said, I think today's the 3rd day, but we hit our goal last night. Not even 48 hours or maybe a little more than 48 hours. So grateful, so thankful for all of you who have donated. This is going to pay for a new computer, software, everything I need. And then at some point I'm going to have to deal with either ripping 7,000 CDs or somehow getting the data off of a hard drive that crashed. But, I'll deal with that when I get to it. But let me first off thank the people in my circle, like Kathy, my brother Mike, the people that I've been in contact with this, Michael Simmons for, giving me ideas about, what to get and what to do this. And of course, Nadia, who started this campaign, she might be the Clarence of this, maybe. I don't want to saddle her with that. Like, oh, I was going to call her Clarence D, but I don't know if she wouldn't. She might not mind that so much. But some of the people I want to thank, I'm just going to name them by first names because I don't know if they really want me to get up here and say their names. But anyway, I want to thank Gary and Mama, Robert P. And Danny, and I want to thank Matthew, and I want to thank Keith. I'm reading it off this. I want to thank James B. and Kathy, who I mentioned. I want to thank Daryl C. I want to thank Angie. I want to thank Dan. I want to thank the Lids. I want to thank Julie. I think Ronnie might have been involved with that too. I want to thank Cliff and Don or Donald, Maureen, Henry. Henry, that's a guy that I've been following for 150 years. Been a fan of his, and it's just incredible, Carrie. I want to thank Steve MB. I want to thank Jason. I want to thank Ken or Kenneth, all the way from Scotland. Keith and Bruce and Jeff and Alan. Alan's kind of like my overall guardian angel. Daniel, Bruce, Carl. And then I got there's also Steve and Mike from, I don't want to say where they're from, but both, look, these are people, I'm referring to Steve and Mike right now. These are people that hardly know me, but know, I think, or believe in what I do. I think all these people believe in what I do. And so, thank you to them. Thank you to, there was somebody from Ireland who made several donations. So I would like to thank, it's kind of hard to pronounce these Irish last names, so I'm going to spell it right here. I would like to thank Anne for that, or for the donations. And I'd like to thank anybody who takes time to watch the videos and enjoys and makes comments. I think I still have one or two projects that I can edit together and post. But it's still going to be a little while before I can get back up and going, because still have to get the money. Like I said, the campaign is closing tomorrow, January 3rd. It took a lot for Nadia to get it out of me to actually agree to do this, but I had so much support. And that was really, I think, the most important thing, the thing that made me say, there are people that believe in what I do even more than, I believe in everything that I do, but I didn't believe that there were people that watched and dug what I do. So this is all for you. I'm in the midst of my George Bailey moment. It is a wonderful life. Thank you all so much. I will be back making my CD Junkie videos and making my radio shows just as soon as I can. But I'm going to make it back thanks to all of you. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Cheney, the thankful CD Junkie.